boom, boom, the Mario part.
Hi, my name is Colin Whitcomb. I teach at Cupertino High School, and Los Gatos High School, and Mountain View High School. I march with the Cadets, the Bluecoats, the Blue Devils, Pulse World, and RCC. So the first step in constructing a solo would likely be just getting a lot of material in your hands, specifically if you're composing it yourself. The biggest challenge is just really starting. I think getting material out there is the first step. So that could just be writing a 4-bar lick, or an 8-bar phrase, a 16-bar phrase, and write another one that's not necessarily the same, and then figure out how those two ideas complement one another or don't work together. And then you could either try to put them together or lengthen them and then put them together later. The biggest challenge I fear that students face in this process is that they'll often try to change too quickly without developing one idea before it really flourishes. And extending the phrases, extending your long-term goals really helps the solo flow a lot better. In search of more material, it's really easy to find some source music that you can latch onto. So for my INE, I found this jazz piece called First Circle by Pat Metheny, and then just his time signature I copied into my solo. It was some obscure 27/8 rhythm that I just put in on and around, and then kind of developed that into a bigger idea. I think another easy way for students to develop more material is to play with a song that you know or you like. And that will allow you to make sure that your tempo is good, your phrasing fits well, and that it's more longer phrasing rather than just playing 2 bars of this, 2 counts of that, 3 counts of this. It allows your ideas to flow from one to another. So in any solo, I always think of it as like a story. You have to start somewhere, there's some development, there's building of anticipation and a climax, and then some type of resolution. And when you play a solo, it should follow some type of structure where you lead the audience one way or the other. I think one of the coolest things about composing your own solo is that you can really portray your best skill sets. So as an individual performer, you know what you do best, and since you're writing your own solo, you can make sure that that moment is put into your solo. Any type of rudiment or skill set that you really excel at, you can exemplify in your performance.